Here. We're going to be talking about, first of all, this is not in any particular order. We're talking about Jess Hilarious at the Breakfast Club. Okay, because y'all already know what's going on with that. Why did I sit over here? I do have a spoon. We also going to be talking about the fact that y'all didn't like the idea that I said that if you're an attractive woman or an attractive gay man, you need to become comfortable with approaching men because they're not going to be approaching you. Right? So let's talk about it, all right? Let's start with, I want to start with Jess Hilarious. Okay, so y'all know what happened at the Breakfast Club. Y'all know about that. Get in here. All right? And I normally don't cover pop culture like that for real. But I do think there's a lesson in it for y'all. So, as y'all know, Jess Hilarious, social media star. She started as a social media star, but I think she's much bigger than that now, obviously. She's on the Breakfast Club. Got the job at the Breakfast Club. I don't know how long after she got that job at the Breakfast Club, because she took on the role that Angela Yee had in a way. But she got pregnant and had to go on maternity leave. Apparently, I think she helped pick her replacement while she was away. Lauren, I forget Lauren's last name. They brought Lauren in. And Lauren is really good. She's really good. She's a professional journalist, went to school for it. Her analysis on situations are very well informed. While she's not comedic, because she's not a comedian, I think she fits into the Breakfast Club. But I also think Jess Hilarious fit into it. Well, anyway, the other day, thank you, Celicia Cummings, who's reading my book. Thank you so much. The link to my book is available on my Instagram page, with the link that's directly above or below this video. The other night, Jess goes on live. I don't know what platform, but she goes on live and decides to, for lack of better terms, trash her employer, the Breakfast Club. Talking about how I don't have the exact words. She felt like it was funny business. With them bringing in, but basically when she came back from maternity leave, why was the other woman still working there? You know, apparently there was some tension on air where Jess was telling the other woman to shut up when she was talking, because I guess she felt like the other woman was over talking her. I don't know. And so they had a conversation live on air about it. I don't know what the status of things are. I saw rumors online that Jess got fired from the Breakfast Club, but I've not seen anything that validates that, so let's not say that that's real, unless y'all know otherwise. Here's my opinion. I like Jess. I think she's very funny. I like Lauren. I think she's very effective at her job as well. I like Charlamagne, DJ Envy. I like all of them. No issues with them. However, I think Jess handled it completely wrong. This is your employer. And I need y'all to hear this. Unless you don't want a job, do not go on social media running your mouth about issues at your job. Ever. Even if she had valid points. Sometimes it's not the point you're making, but how you communicate it that sets the stage for everything like that. And I'm thinking, like, if you're an employer, like a media company, because this is business, you have an employee, a very public person, who at any time when they're unhappy may go online and potentially say defamatory things, if not defamatory things, highly critical things towards your company, its methodologies, the talent that you employ there, the producers that you employ there. That's a huge risk for the company, because you're dealing with someone who could be a threat to the brand. That at any point in time, right, they may go online and say something. So I was like, when I was listening to what was happening, I was like, girl, it doesn't matter if you have a valid point. You're putting your job at risk, potentially. Or if not with this employer, with future other employers. Okay, you felt like somebody stepped on your toes because when you went on maternity leave, right after getting the job. No shade, no tea, but I'm just saying, you know, they brought in somebody else because they need somebody else, right? The girl did good. Did she outshine? New girl outshine you? Well, girl, I don't know. Read the comments. I don't know. Some say yes, some say no. But rather than, because see, if I was out on maternity leave, on maternity leave, and I'm watching my show, and I'm watching the new girl on there getting good comments, people liking her and everything like that, and I'm feeling threatened, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be sitting on maternity leave trying to figure out when I come back, how do we do a new segment for me? How do we do something different for me? What do I need to improve on? You know what I'm saying? I'm coming back swinging, not complaining. I'm coming back better, not bitter. In the face of competition, you don't sit up here and complain and bitch and moan about who should have done this and how they should have held your spot. The fuck? No. You recognize it as competition and you come back ready for action. You know what I mean? Ready for action. I would have come back. Before I even come back, I would have met with the executive producers. I would have never mentioned her. Hey, I'm so excited. I see that things have evolved with the show since I've been gone. And I'm just so excited about the new dynamic we have here. Here were 3 ideas I have for additional segments based on what I've been seeing in the comments that I think I can lend value to. Because what Lauren's doing is incredible and she needs to stick with that. But here's what I know I can do. Low key, you see what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit up here and why she in my spot? I deserve my spot back. And then go cry to people on social media who ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing to make this happen for you. Your social media followers are not going to make that media company keep you. You know? So now you got 2 kids and a job that seems relatively flimsy right now. Protect your money. Women, men, everybody. I'm telling y'all all the same thing. Let me put this shit down. Hold on. You always protect your money. Don't you ever let your fucking emotions get in the way of your goddamn money. I don't care about this job. It's just about what's right and wrong. She didn't say that, but I'm giving the sentiment, you know, that I observe. Whenever people, hey Marilia, whenever I see people say some shit like, it's just about right, it's blah, 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 and they focused on feelings rather than money, it's work. This ain't the fucking usher board at a church where we gonna hold Miss Janie's spot while she on way on hip surgery. Nah, my baby. This is business. You know? And when you publicly lambast your employer or whoever signed your check, whether they right or wrong, you know what you do? You're communicating to other employers and leaders within that industry. Don't work with this person. Because do you think that if I'm a media company, I'm the programming director for a radio station, I'm a producer for a television network, whatever it is, you know, and I'm considering who I was, and I see her name come up in front of me, right? For something we were considering her for. But then I hear about this shit. She going online doing this kind of stuff. Rather they right or wrong, rather she's right or wrong, I see this. You think I'm not going to be like, oh, no, let's not. That feels like a lawsuit waiting to happen. Yeah, we know how she rolls, and they're not going to tell you that. All right? Because let me tell you what employers, media companies, all these people, what they in the business of doing. And this is not just in TV, radio, or whatever. All right? They're in the business of trying to move their business and their enterprises forward, hiring people to help them do that, who are not going to create issues for them along the way. You see what I'm saying? And so, my point is, I'm not saying she's wrong about her feelings. What I'm saying is she's a lesson in y'all, for y'all, all y'all out there, but especially for us, y'all know what I'm talking about, that you can't be in your feelings sometimes. You got to be in your bag. And that doesn't mean closing your mouth if you feel like there's a bit of injustice or something unfair. It means being strategic about how you speak up and focusing on, okay, if my employer, my whoever, doesn't seem like they see value in me in this particular area. We're talking about Jess Hilarious in the Breakfast Club. If I feel like they're not seeing value in this area, but I still want to be a part of this enterprise, then how can I come and position myself to recommend myself for some things where there will be greater value? I've noticed that the ship is turning, and this is what I see is next for us. You see what I'm saying? I have no idea who y'all talking about. So, that's just my thought on that. Now, let's go to the other part of what we were talking about. And feel free to comment in here about what y'all think about Jess. Let's talk about the other piece. So, I did a post. And I said, if you're an attractive woman or an attractive gay man, whatever, you need to accept the reality that you're going to have to start approaching men. Or at the very least, initiating communication, saying hi. Because a lot of men are deeply insecure and deeply intimidated by beauty. They're afraid to approach you. They're afraid to. And a lot of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all go out, you're beautiful, you're successful, you whatever. And men don't approach you. They don't approach you. They stare at you, but they don't approach you. Who does approach you? The ugly ones half the time. Am I lying? It's not the ones you want. The ones who do the approaching are not the courageous ones. It's usually the ugly ones. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The men you want be scared to approach. You be like, oh, well, if he don't approach me, then he just ain't the one for me. Meanwhile, you 54 and still single. Meanwhile, you ain't been really approached by a man you really want in years. Y'all hold these men to these extremely high standards of he got to be dominant, he got to be assertive, he got to approach me, he got to do this, that, the third, and some more. And my thing is this, 5 years from now, when you sitting in your marriage with this wonderful man who treats you good and who cherishes you, are you really going to give a fuck about who approached who first? Are you really? Are you really going to care? No. My thing is this, if you out and about, and you see a man looking at you, girl, open your fucking mouth and say hi. He may be very attracted to you, but he may be insecure and afraid that you're going to reject him. Not insecure, he just could be afraid of rejection. Men don't do well. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all give men way too much credit. It's shocking to me. Y'all give men so much credit. If he a real man, girl, what the fuck does that mean? These men be masculine as hell and soft as tissue paper. They do not know how to deal with rejection. Girl, feminine energy, we are more built to know how to deal with that stuff. Half these men don't even know how to access their goddamn emotions to be able to even know their feelings half the fucking time. And you expect them to know how to process rejection? Well, if that's how he think I don't want him, well, Girl, do you understand that you knocking out a large percentage of the male fucking species? There are good men with good jobs who gonna love you and take care of you, but they may not have the confidence to step to somebody as beautiful as you. And the more beautiful you are and the better catch you are, the more men who are going to think you're out of their league. So if you see a man that you like or are interested in him, I'm not saying go up to them and slap him on the ass like, hey, what's up, my beauty? How you doing? With your sexy self. Don't do that. Don't emasculate him. But girl, you can at the very least, you see him, you smile. Hello. He's like, huh? Don't do like this. You call him over and you lean forward. I said hello. How are you? Like, I'm good. You can be a little forward. I swear you staring at me. You're like, what? Mm-hmm. Were you staring at me? Yeah, I was. Okay. Well, that made me happy. I'm happy to be talking to you. What's your name? You'll run with it from there. I don't understand how y'all be 35, 45, 55, 65, whatever is years old. Talking about some, he got to approach me, he got to do this. You got these rules that keep your motherfucking ass single as a motherfucker. And you don't see you the common denominator. You think that you just haven't met the right man yet. You done changed hairstyles, lost weight, changed cities, done all this shit. Meanwhile, you still have the same issues. Do you not see that you're the fucking common denominator here? Why I go out, I be looking good, and men be looking at me, but they don't come up to me. Clearly, you're recognizing something very common about the male fucking species. These masculine men. They are not always very forward. They're not always, how do I put it? They're not always comfortable with initiating until they know you want them. They have to know they're not going to be rejected. You know? I hang around a lot of straight heterosexual men. I see that shit all the time. And these men, because my friends ain't no trash. They got good jobs, they handsome, they got all that going for them, right? The women who get their attention and keep their attention, she got some courage. She wants to say something. I've been out plenty of times. You'll see him looking at her, she looking at him. And he's nervous. He don't know about walking up to her. I don't care how confident he looks, he's nervous. The next, you know, when he's standing at the bar, he's standing whatever, then she come up beside him. What are you drinking? That looks so good. It's not being forceful or chasing. She's just finding a reason to talk to him. That's what I'm saying. Find a reason to talk to him. Just find a reason to talk to him. Hey, what's that? What are you drinking? What's that? Oh my gosh. Where are you from? I heard your accent. Where are you from? Oh wow. You know? What's wrong with doing that? What's wrong with doing that? Ain't nothing wrong with doing that. I mean a mango. Ain't nothing wrong with doing that. I remember my first longer relationship. We were together for years. I met him in college. Girl, when I would go out, he kept on staring at me. I was sitting out and about. He was always staring at me. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of waiting on men to come up to me. So I went up to him. So I got tired of men saying, I always liked you. I had a crush on you, but I ain't know if you like me. I got tired of that. So I walked up to him. But bitch, I was bold. I saw him at a dinner table at this restaurant, and it looked like he was waiting on a date to come, because it was a 2-people table. The date wasn't there yet. Clearly, because they weren't sitting there. So I walked right up. I was like, hi, I've seen you before. Where have I seen you before? So I seen you. He's like, oh, I've seen you at blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, you remember me? He's like, yeah. I was like, I remember you too. He's like, I'm kind of waiting on someone right now. I was like, oh, okay. That's cool. Got that. I gave my number. Girl gave my number. 1 week later, we went on a date. Honey. And the rest is history. My next boyfriend, I was at a little birthday soiree. He was sitting somewhere. I saw him looking at me. He was cute. So I went and positioned myself right beside him so he had to talk to me. Right? I'm not eating pickles and ice cream, girl. She said, you pregnant? No, I'm not pregnant. I'm eating a mango and ice cream. It looked like pickles. Hold on. So I positioned myself right by him and then acted helpless. I was like, can you get the bartender's attention? I'm trying to order something and I don't think they're going to hear me. Give him a job to do. He's like, yeah, I got you. He ordered that drink for me, though. Yes, he did. You said, is a man only afraid of female rejection or does he fear rejection at work and see opportunity for... A lot of times it's y'all. He's afraid of being rejected by you. He's afraid of being rejected by whoever he has a love interest or a romantic interest in. He can be very ambitious and very courageous in other areas, but he's afraid of that. And I honestly think that's very cute. That you are so beautiful, so whatever, that this man is intimidated and afraid of you rejecting him. I would rather have that than some man who bold and like, whatever, you reject me, I'll move on to somebody else. I don't care. Girl, why would you want that? I like it when the man is kind of like a little nervous. I love that shit. That activates me. That activates me for real. Girl, why you think I got this body? I got this body for me. I like it. But girl, I love that. I love it when a man, he doesn't have to intimidate. I'm not saying that that is a requirement. But I love when a man values me so much that he want to be careful about how he talk to me. About how he approach me because he don't want to scare me away. I love that shit. If I handed you a beautiful, fragile, jewel, you gonna handle that with care. You may even put on gloves before you touch it. You know what I'm saying? You said, let me wash my hands before I touch that. I don't want to buy just whatever in me. You know? You see what I'm saying? You said you had a guy tell you that you intimidate people. Girl, we all have been told that by men. That's not a bad thing. He basically just telling you what it is. I would say when a man tells me you're intimidating, girl, I don't be like, no, man. Girl, no. That's what the fuck I'm supposed to be. The fuck? The fuck? What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to, what are you supposed to come across as somebody that anybody can access? Easily accessible by anybody? The fuck? No, I'm supposed to be intimidating. But you don't ever say it. But when he say, you intimidate some men, what he's really saying is you intimidate him. So if he says you intimidate some men, I just say, oh really? Are you one of those men? Look him right in the eyes. Really? Are you one of those men? Really? Do I intimidate you? I mean, you pressure. Okay. Well, what about me intimidates you? Girl, I'm gonna turn this shit into a flirt. What about me intimidates you? I'm just curious. Because I know that people get intimidated by you. So what about me intimidates you? My smile. Is that what you've been looking at? For real? Oh, you think I got a lot of options? They say, well, I know you got other people checking for you. You think I got a lot of options? Well, even if I do, or rather I do or don't, the fact of the matter is I like you. So I guess you better than every other option, huh? Well, I guess we'll see. The fuck we doing? The fuck we doing? Girl? It's game time! Girl, quit fucking playing. Quit fucking playing. Lean into that shit. He said that I was intimidated. Girl, that don't mean nothing. You want a man to cherish you? Then he gotta value you. You know what I'm saying? You want a man to cherish you? Then he needs to see you as a prize. And if he don't feel a little bit of tightness in his chest when it comes to dealing with you, then why would you want to deal with him? I don't want no man who ego so big he don't understand that he gotta rise to the occasion for me, because I'm gonna rise to the occasion for him. You know? Yes. It's okay to be intimidated by somebody. Girls, because don't we keep our bodies together, don't we? We keep our hairs together, don't we? We keep our skin together, don't we? We handle our careers and our money the right way, don't we? So why the fuck shouldn't he be intimidated a little bit? It's like he going in for a job interview for the dream job he had. He going in for the dream job interview. You think his heart ain't pounding on that elevator when he going up to that interview room? The fuck it should be. People perform better when they a little nervous. You see what I'm saying? I'm eating the mango. Mm-hmm. I don't want no man who's scared. You need to approach me. You need to take the lead, and you do this, and you do that, and you do the other. Okay, girl. Again, I ask, how is that working out for you? How's that working out for you? I'm going to wait on the Lord to send me a real man. Okay, Sharkeisha. I made that up. Y'all know Sharkeisha from the meme, but I just put that in there. Okay, girl. And then when he send you somebody like that, who just like raw, right? Raw. The mango is good. It's delicious. That's why I'm eating it off camera, because it's dripping. It's like using this rag. So when he do send you somebody who real forward and shit, right? Then you be mad because he ugly. Then you be mad because he got 3 good teeth and the rest of them rotted out. That's what y'all gotta understand. A man who is mediocre, a man who is far below your league, will always be comfortable with approaching you. Why? Because he gets rejected so fucking much that he don't give a fuck about rejection. That's why those cat daddies approach you. He don't give a fuck. He be like, I'm good, Earl. No, I'm good, Earl. No, I'm good, baby. I'll pay my rent on my own this month. I'm good, Earl. Thank you. Earl like, all right, now you call me when you're ready. And he gonna go right on to the next one. 5 seconds later. He don't give a fuck. So you be like, I want a man who's assertive. Okay, well, you don't want Earl, so that knocks him out. So you say, I want a man who's extremely assertive. Okay, so you want this fine Boris Kudrow looking, whoever your dream man is looking. Okay, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Hold on. Okay, let's go with that. Let's say that type of man doesn't. Let me ask you this. What are you doing that makes him feel like you're gonna, like you're approachable? Because I guarantee you this, if he fine as fuck and a great catch, you know what I'm saying? Not just fine on the inside, but fine on the inside. Fine, financially, good, everything, right? And he knows that he has options. Why the fuck would he approach somebody who makes him feel like he could be rejected? I hate when I see women doing this shit, and the gays be doing this shit too, because we learned it from y'all. Shit. You know what I'm saying? All that hard to get shit. Get that stank face on when a man looking at you. You doing all that hard to get shit. Why the fuck you doing all that hard to get shit? You know what I'm saying? Hell motherfucking no. The more you want the man, the more you need to make it very clear through your actions, through your expressions, that you are open. That's what you got to do. Y'all asking how the back of my hair look. It look like this. I normally have it pulled up in a ponytail, but I just got it done, and baby, it's tight. So it's going to be down for now. Okay? But, yeah, you have to make him feel like literally it's a slam dunk for him. You said, I control and decide my whole life. I want an assertive man. Okay. But he can be assertive and still afraid of rejection. He can be assertive, but that doesn't mean that he does not need you to give him some signs up front that you are actually interested in him. Because I think sometimes we like to believe that an assertive man means that he is going to ignore your stank resting bitch face, right? So a lot of y'all got a resting bitch face, okay? Y'all got this facial expression that doesn't reflect your internal, right? So just because he's assertive doesn't mean he's going to ignore your resting bitch face, ignore the fact that you be going out with a bunch of women. So really, no men want to approach you when you're sitting in a crowd of 3-4 women. Who the fuck is going to do that? Hell no, right? So ignore the fact that you got a bunch of women sitting around you. Ignoring the fact that you're not giving him any signs you're interested in him, because although when you look at him, you barely make an eye contact, you turn away every 5 seconds, you're not really giving him that energy. He can be assertive, but baby, activate him. Give him a direction to assert towards. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, if I'm a fucking lion on, I don't know where lions hunt, but wherever the fuck lions hunt, do you think that I'm going to go after the antelope or whatever the fuck that's all the way the fuck over there that I don't think I can catch? I'm going to use up all my energy trying to catch this one. Or am I going to go after this beautiful one that's nice and meaty that's right in front of me licking water in the stream? Like, come on. Come catch me. Which one do you think I'm going after? The one that's right here with the come catch me eyes? I don't know what antelopes fucking do. Or the one over there that looked like the bitch gonna trample me after I chase her. Who do you think I'm going after? And let's call a thing a thing. A lot of y'all who say you want a very assertive man. A lot of y'all who say that. Let's just call a real thing what it is. A lot of y'all have deep fears of rejection as well. And that's valid. And a lot of y'all, because you don't want to work through your own fears of rejection, what you do is you put that full weight on men to have to approach you so that you don't have to do the emotional work of working through your own shit. You like to blame it on gender roles and natural order, but the truth of the matter is it has nothing to do with gender roles or natural order. It has everything to do with the fact that your self-esteem does not make you believe that you should even put enough energy into a man to bat your eyes at him, smile at him, and say hello, because you are so deeply afraid of rejection that the idea of even saying hello to a man, if he doesn't speak to you first, scares the fuck out of you. But nah, you can't own that. You can't own that. It's got to be something's wrong with him. Really, girl? No, you're just afraid of rejection. It's cool. But I ask you this, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Let me drink my water. I'm sorry, y'all. I was charging my phone. And my charger was sitting on the water because the camera's up high. The phone thing, whatever, is up high. Long story short. What do you have to lose? If you see a guy you're interested in, or a dom you're interested in, I know we've got some women in here who are lesbians or bisexual. Doesn't matter. If you see a masculine energy person you're interested in, and you smile and you say, hi, how are you? Or whatever, I don't know, initiate a conversation. What if he is like, oh, I'm good, and don't give you no energy? What does that mean? It means, oh well, he was attracted to looking at you, but he's not attracted to anything else. Cool, move on. Move on. Move on to the next one. There's somebody else in that room or someone else in the next room. Keep shooting your shot till you hit your target. Because once you hit your target, you got your man and you ain't got to shoot your shot no more. You see what I'm saying? What happens? Are you going to die? Is your self-esteem going to fall apart? You said, what if the man you flirt with is married or got a girl at home? That's a lot of times why these men don't be giving y'all energy back, is because he's enjoying staring at you. But then if you go say hi or whatever and he don't really pull back, push back, you know, like pull you in a lot of cases, it's just that he got somebody at home. You're dodging a bullet. Any man who obviously shows you attraction and then you like say hi or whatever and he doesn't give you energy back, girl, it's probably because he got somebody at home, something's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, trust me, you don't want that one. You don't want that one. You feeling like he's rejecting, like something's wrong with you. Nah, girl, he actually helped you dodge a bullet. I remember one time, this was years ago, I was out, and there was this guy, it's like at a mall or whatever. Guy was staring me down. Like in a food court. Staring at me. And I'm looking back at him too, let me be real. And he's fine as fuck. I go get my food, whatever. I go to my little table. He manages to now be sitting at his table close enough to me, right? He was sitting by himself at this table. He looking, I'm looking. He looking, I'm looking. You know, like to look. So I'm thinking to myself, he's not going to come over to me. I've lived in this body. I've been this person for a very long time. I know that men would rather tell me 5 years later, I had a big crush on you, than actually approach me, right? I get it. This is the lesson I've had to internalize in my own life. That, okay, I gotta go say hi first, or at least do something to indicate to him that he won't get rejected, so that he can approach me. Because otherwise, he thinks he's gonna get rejected. Okay. So he's staring. So I finished my food, and so you know how you take your tray, you know, food court, you take it to put it at like a little trash can or whatever. I was walking over there. So I said, let me walk by him. So I walked by him, and I was like, what did you order? He's like, huh? There's weird energy that went, huh? I was like, what did you order? It looked good. Right? Oh, well, I just had some blah, 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 blah. I just had some orange chicken. I don't know what the fuck he said. I was like, okay. And I was like, are you here with anybody? And then he said, yeah, my wife works in this mall and I'm waiting on her to meet me for her lunch break. Girl, that's why the fuck he didn't come over. That's why the fuck he gave me that dry energy once I initiated. So with that said, did I feel bad? Like, oh shit, I made a mistake. I should have never said hi to him. No, how was I supposed to know? I'm not going to blame myself. Y'all internalize when other people don't give you back the same energy. That has nothing to do with you most of the time. Right? It has nothing to do with you. Why am I going to internalize? See, that's why I shouldn't say hi to men. See, that's why I need to wait on the man to approach me. See. That is nothing but a wounded self-esteem when you internalize one uncomfortable dating situation as a full reflection on all men, or as a full reflection on all dating dynamics. The fuck? Are you really that fragile and emotionally immature that you're going to completely stop being open to putting yourself out there and basically shrink as a hermit, calling it being more feminine? I'm going to wait until someone approach me. When it's really just the fact that your emotional regulation skills are relatively low. Because you get so stuck in your feelings about an uncomfortable experience that you internalize that to be a projection on how everyone's going to deal with you. And it's not real. It's okay. How am I supposed to know that? That's on him. You know what I'm saying? And so he said, yeah, my wife working this mom. I'm actually waiting on her lunch break. I understood immediately what was going on. I'm like, oh, okay, baby. I was the eye candy while you was waiting on her. And that is so cool. I let it boost my ego. I was like, shit, I still motherfucking got it, honey. I still motherfucking got it. You know what I'm saying? That's all right. We all have a wonderful lunch. And I went on with my motherfucking day being as pretty as the fuck I am. The fuck? Who give a fuck? Who give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What would have been better? To let that man flirt with me and then exchange phone numbers, and then next thing I know, 6 months later, I'm finding out that he got a wife? Nah, I appreciated it. Thank you, King, for stopping yourself in your tracks. All right? Thank you, my king. I love what someone joined here. They said rejection is protection. That's normally what it is. That's normally what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I say you need to learn to be comfortable with initiating and taking control of the situation. Now, that doesn't mean it's emasculating him, but it does mean taking control of the situation. Right? I love that shit. Girl, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you in a minute. I like you. Really? He like, I saw you. I don't know. See, some of y'all, I'm a little bolder than the rest of y'all. All right? Good night, Marilia. I don't mind saying I like you. Well, aren't you handsome? Like, who, me? Mm-hmm. But I'm just curious, why would you want to stare at me all night rather than saying hello? Oh, I just feel like, okay. Well, you going to stand there or you going to sit down and talk to me? Girl, I love that shit. I love that shit. I love that shit. Because men eat that shit up because the fact of the matter is they don't get that experience. Gay or straight, they don't get that kind of experience. And bitch, if you pretty and you're making this man's ego feel boosted, bitch, it's amazing. They eat that shit up. They eat that shit up. They love it. I'm not saying tell him he defined it. You the finest thing on earth. And I was hoping you come and speak to me. Girl, don't sound thirsty. But it's okay to flirt. Think about it like this. You know, the whole idea of a woman. Now, this is my fucking bonnet, right? The woman dropping her handkerchief in front of a man so you can go and help her pick it up. It's the same thing. Oops. Finding a reason for him to be helpful. It's the same thing initiating conversation. You in the store. The guy who works there is really attractive and you see him staring at you, girl. I know you know where the cornflakes are, but fucking ask him to get them for you. You know what I'm saying? You be like, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I know you're busy. Kurt, is that your name? Kurt, can you do me a favor? And I feel so bad about this because I've come here before. I've even seen you before. I have completely forgotten. Where are the cornflakes? Would you mind walking me to them? I really appreciate it. Bitch. Hell fucking yeah. Or going to get, okay, would you mind, could you grab that for me? I just got my nails and I don't want to break them. Could you put that in here for me? Thank you so much. Oh my God. How many days a week do you go to the gym? That's crazy. Oh, MJ. That sounds so thirsty. You sound so lonely. Is this coming undone? Oh, shit's coming undone. I need the lighter. That sounds so thirsty. I don't want to sound so thirsty. That sounds so thirsty. I don't feel like I should have to do that. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Well, Miss, I won't be thirsty. Who's laying beside you tonight? Miss, I don't want to be thirsty. You don't want to be thirsty, but your fucking phone is dry as fuck. Ain't nobody texting you. I don't want to be too assertive. I don't want to be too assertive. When was your last relationship, date, or tryst. Just curious. How's that mindset working out for you? Because y'all living up the old school values that even your mama didn't follow. So your mama loved to tell the story. Yeah, your daddy approached me. Nah, your mama was a floozy. She walked up to him. Trust me, all right? That's why your daddy's sister don't like her. Because they always said, don't mess with her. Y'all know she a floozy. Y'all know she a Jezebel. They said that about your mama. Mm-hmm. But she approached and put that thing on him so good, honey. Got him sprung. Everything. Did it right. Now they married 30, 40, 50 years later, and your aunts, now they got to halfway be nicer because they couldn't get rid of Janet. Janet ain't going nowhere. That's why Michael gives Janet his paycheck every week. They've been married all these years, and Janet get the check. Mm-hmm. I'll give you your part later after I pay the bills. Janet say up, he go up. Janet say down, he go down. Say, how she be running daddy like that? She just run him like that. Daddy is so masculine. Daddy is such a man's man. How she be running daddy? Because she been running that shit since day motherfucking one. Mm-hmm. Janet decided she wanted Michael. And that was all that could be. That's all it was. I want him. How you doing? But they tell this little story in the way that she know the kids want to hear. Yeah, your daddy approached me at church. Wasn't. At church. Child. Your mom was getting her oil changed, okay? And your daddy was next in line, and she turned around and was like, you married? Mm-hmm. I was just curious. Because I want to go out. Mm-hmm. Don't be letting these old women with their lies about their respectability fool you. Yeah, it was at the strip club. Your mama was dropping it like it's hot, and your daddy was there. All right? I'm being real with you. But no, for real. I do think that, I really do think that if you're a very attractive person, and you define what that means for you, right? Attractive is relative. But if you know you get attention, baby, I guarantee you this. Your dating life is going to change and revolutionize itself. And your ability to get in a relationship is going to happen a lot faster if you are willing to initiate conversations occasionally. If you stop waiting on men to come up to you all the time. Stop. Why you gotta do that? Why? Girl. You know what? I'll tell you another one. So let's say you out jogging. You out doing whatever. Out and about. And you see a man staring at you. You know one way that you can initiate that's very passive but still gets him to do the work? You see him? You look at him like this. You wave like this with these two fingers. Don't be... Remember, this is the wave. Hand open. Palm slightly facing him. Smile. And he gonna look dumbfounded. They always look dumbfounded at first, so don't be shocked. Alright? He's gonna be like... I love when they do that, because that means, shit, I didn't think you was even gonna look at me. Just be looking dumb. And he... And then wave him over. Don't do the thing in the mouth. That's a little too much. He comes over. He comes over. What's your name? Very nice to meet you. I'm MJ. Let me stop. I'm sorry because I don't mean to be too much, but is your girlfriend out here? Do you have a girlfriend? Nah. You got a boyfriend? No. Okay. Is it okay that I waved at you and wanted to speak to you? Yeah, it's cool. Okay. Where you from? Girl, here's my flow. And you ain't got to do this, baby. You ain't got to do this shit. You ain't got to do this, baby. Because I know this is the advanced course. And I know some of y'all ain't ready for this shit. Okay? I don't want to come across like these other bitches. I don't. I do not. I don't want to follow the rules that everyone else is following, because then you're going to forget me like you forgot them. I want to come across like a fucking enigma. I want to come across energetically like something you've never experienced. I want you to be remembering me on your car ride home tomorrow. When you leave and work, like, damn, that shit was crazy. Just from how I approached you. How I opened the door to you approaching me. My confidence, my boldness. You like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's nice to meet you. Girl, you want to look real confident? Look them in the eyes while you sip your drink. Girl, don't flinch and don't look away. Where are you from? Really? Look him in the eyes, girls. Practice this shit. Where are you from? Really? But your accent, it doesn't sound like that. Where's the accent from? Really? How my accent sound? I don't know. I just think it's cute. It's really cute. Yeah. Let me stop. I'm doing too much. I should have asked this up front. You got a girlfriend? Nah, why you asking that? Because I'm flirting with you and I don't want to offend anybody. Y'all ain't ready for that. So you keep on sitting on the sidelines waiting on some man to approach you while all these cat daddies approach you instead. Alright? Girl, let that shit. I eat that shit for breakfast. When he started to big 6'3" ass sitting up here, all nervous. You can see the chills running down his spine. Girl, I know I love that shit. I love that shit. I eat it up for breakfast. I love it. I love it. When he's talking to you about some shit, even if it's boring or not funny, you listen like, oh, wow, really? Oh my God. That's so crazy. You see what I'm saying? I need to burn my hands. Yeah, that's what you do. You do that kind of shit. Remember, a man remembers you more for how you make him feel, more than what you said, more than the sequence of events on who approached who first. He remembers how you made him feel, and the fact that you boosted his ego enough to say hello to him. Do you understand how many of our beautiful kings are walking around here with a low self-esteem? They go to a job that doesn't value them. They walk through their communities and are not even, they feel invisible and unimportant. They go out here around women and around men and they feel like people just trying to get at them just to get somebody to pay their bills. A lot of these men feel that way. They don't feel seen, they don't feel cherished, they don't feel valued. And so you simply flirting with him just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Girl, that's going to boost his ego. That's going to boost his ego the right way. Y'all always be wondering how these ugly broads get the beautiful men. Y'all be talking shit about them. How she get him? Because her motherfucking ass wasn't afraid to initiate a conversation. Because her fucking ego wasn't so big that she couldn't allow herself to boost his. Because she knew that if she didn't say something first, it was never going to be a conversation. Because she knew that her personality was so bomb. All she had to do was, at the very least, get him to talk to her. And then from there, she went him over. Some of y'all have amazing personalities. Immaculate personalities. You literally are superstars when it comes to conversations and emotions. How the fuck is he going to know that if you don't start talking? I know that about me, honey. Sit with me long enough. If I don't talk to you very much, then I probably don't like you. Or I'm not comfortable around you. Right? But if I like you and I'm real comfortable around you, trust me when I say this, you're going to fucking fall in love with my personality. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to get those little warm feelings in your stomach as we're talking, like, oh my God, you're going to be texting me tomorrow morning talking about this conversation was refreshing. I say when it's refreshing too. That's the compliment of the highest order in my book, right? I have an amazing personality. You do too. So I don't give a fuck who said hi first. Somebody just got to open this door, even if it's me, so that you can get a taste of me, my personality. So you're like, damn, how have I not met you before? This is incredible. Like, wow. Where have you been? I love when men say that. Where have you been all this time? And you just smile while you're thinking in your head, I know, right? You don't say that shit. You just be like, oh, thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to meet you too. Mm-hmm. But I do have to run. Did you want to take my number? Now, can I get your number? Bitch, I'm gonna knock the box braids out your motherfucking head if you say some shit like that. No. Did you want to take my number? Okay, yeah, sure. Let me know when you're ready. That's when you transfer it over to him. Now, baby, do the work. You said, I've not met a man that I'm attracted to in a long time, though. You could be a lesbian. Or, I was going to give you time to simmer on that. Or, maybe you just need to look in different places. Maybe you're putting yourself in spaces around men who are not your type. Probably the latter. You know, switch up the spaces. Decide what kind of man you want and then ask yourself what kind of spaces do they go into. Put yourself in those spaces. I don't care if you don't know shit about golf. If that's the kind of man you want, then go to a fucking golf. You better sit at the bar in the damn golf club. I don't know. Learn to do some shit or just go out there looking terrible. Somebody gonna step in and help you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But yeah, girl, I truly believe that you have to put yourself in the spaces. That's where my bubble gum is. I was looking for my damn bubble gum. Hold on, let me grab this shit. Hold on. You got to put yourself in the spaces around the kind of people who you want. Because they're not going to find you. You got to find them. You said, how do you know what your type is, baby? We don't really all have a type. I think ours, first of all, I think your type, first of all, has to be people who think you're their type too. If your type includes men that don't typically want you, girl, move on for them. You ain't their type. I think also, I didn't say what my type is. You want to know my type? It's all about how a man makes me feel. He ain't got to be pretty. Although pretty's a bonus. I ain't worried about that bitch. Bitch, I'm done up from the soles of my soft feet to the top of my head. Bitch, I'm always done. I got enough pretty for both of us, honey. All right? I'm good on that. If you pretty, great, but it ain't an essential. But he makes me feel loved. He makes me feel supported. He gives a fuck about my feelings. And he's smart as hell. Girl, give me a nerd. Give me a nerd. Give me a nerd. Oh shit. Girl. I almost jumped through the motherfucking air, but they doing fireworks outside. That's how you know I'm from the hood, baby. Even with fireworks. The way I grew up, you hear gunshots against the ground. It was fireworks. Girl, that threw me the fuck off. Okay? Give me a nerd. Give me a nerd. Can y'all hear it? Y'all hear it? Girl, I remember I was living in LA. I was living in this area right outside of Beverly Hills called like Beverly Grove. This is a really nice area, right? I was at my home with my good friend Kiki. She from Compton. She a lawyer now, but she from Compton. That's where she grew up. And then I was cooking something, baby. Fireworks went off outside. None of us knew it. Baby, why the fuck both of us dropped down to the ground instantly on the ground? And we looked at each other, we burst out laughing. We said, oh my God, you can tell how we grew up. That was our instincts. It didn't matter that it's fucking bright red and yellow lights happening outside. Obviously fireworks. Obviously fireworks. We sitting here on the ground. That's why I said, you my bitch, honey. Because we the same, girl. We the same. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He said, why am I smacking my gum like this? Because it tastes better like that. Mm-hmm. What was I going to say? My type, smart men who make me feel good and supported. I don't focus on a physical type. I focus on how he makes me feel. And I think that's something you could lean into when it comes to your dating. Stop looking for a man who looks a certain way and start looking for a man who makes you feel a certain way. Because I guarantee you, I don't care how fine that man looks. I guarantee you, if he don't treat you the right way, his looks are not going to matter in about 90 days. You're going to be crying over him, mad over him, pissed off over him, or done with him. Mm-hmm. I swear to you, you're going to feel that way. I swear to you. But a man who treats you good, who may not physically always look like your type, I guarantee you're going to fall more in love with him every motherfucking day. More and more and more and more. So he treats you right. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love what I don't know what the rest of your name is. Proud to BGT says. She says, if he soothes my central nervous system, he's my guy. Girl, I love that. Make me feel good. Be emotionally available. What else? Be smart. Educate me. I love when a man educate me. We be talking about something like, well, actually, I was reading that blah, 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 blah. I'm like, for real? And what else? Oh, really? That's good. I didn't know that. Well, I can go to him like, baby, I don't know what to do about this. What should I do? And he makes me feel calm. Your man should feel like a refuge from the rest of the world. When you come in, that's right, Wendy Franks, he should make you feel safe. When you come in from the rest of the world, he should make you feel safe. Like, oh, I feel safe with him. I feel at ease with him. I look forward to on the roughest days. I look forward to being in his arms at the end of the day. On the best days, I look forward to being with him just to share the beauty of the day and to hear the beauty of his too. And girl, I'm going to tell you this right now. It don't matter if he's 6'1" or 6'5" or 5'5". That has nothing to do with how emotionally safe he makes you feel. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You said, MJ, I almost didn't know who you was. Love the new look. Thank you, baby. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You said, MJ, why are you single? I could have skipped the question, but I love being able to go to the question strategically. Sometimes I pick the questions that can allow me to say what I want to say. My first answer to you is this. Bitch, who said I was single? I made a commitment to myself. Let me take this out my mouth. I made a commitment to myself a couple years ago that I would never, ever put my actual personal life on camera ever again. Ever the fuck do that again. Ever. I don't care if I'm showing you, it doesn't matter. I'm not putting anything on that like that on camera. I did that shit for years. I did it for years. And I benefited from it. You know. Grew my platform, all that kind of stuff. Great. Never doing it again. Not that it was a bad thing. I enjoyed it while I did it. I have great memories. But, nah, I'm good on that shit. So, for my purpose, if I tell people, if you want to believe I'm single, I'm single. If you want to believe I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. I'm whatever you want to believe. I will never do that. I'm not even going to do any cryptic posts where you see me in his hand like this, but you don't see his face. Fuck that shit. Nope. Because what I've found is that the quality of man that I've attracted into my life, that quality of man is the kind of man who appreciates being in my life because I want him in my life, and not being in my life because he can be seen on a camera. So I remember a while ago when I was dating, someone had asked me, they said, so I looked you up. If I date you, does this mean I gotta be in videos and stuff? I'll say absolutely fucking not, actually. No, absolutely fucking not. I do not want you in any videos. In fact, I will never acknowledge your existence. I said dope. I was like, dope. That's where my head is at with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm good on that. I'm good on that. I think reality TV is great. I don't want to do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do it. You know? So, am I single? Where's my man? I don't know. Sure. If and when you get married, will you wear a ring? How you know I'm not already married? I always admired with Janet Jackson how after her we found out that she was married to the guy, what's his name, Renee, but whatever his name was, Elizondo, was that his name? At the divorce. We found out about him at the divorce. I said, that's my bitch. I like that shit. I don't even share where I live. I don't even say what hemisphere I live in. Have you noticed that? I don't say shit. I'm here literally in service to you. You got questions for your life, I'm happy to share. You need advice from me on whatever, I'm happy to share it. You want to see a topic that I believe will empower you? I'm happy to share it. You don't care where the CEO of Tide lives or who he's married to. All you care is that they make some good detergent for your laundry. I'm just here to give you good information. All right, anyway, enough about that. I'm sorry, I'm reading the questions queue now. He says, so I deal with this guy who's extremely bizarre but has a great personality, a lot of money, etc. Should I deal with him or not? What makes him bizarre? Is he hiding bodies in the basement? Or is he just weird? You know what I'm saying? Do I still have the kitten? So that part I will tell you. So for those of y'all who don't know, a very nice gentleman surprised me with a cat. Literally, a kitten. What was that? A week ago? Was it about a week ago, right? I was not ready for that. I did not really 100% want that. The cat was not potty trained. I'm speaking in past tense, so you can figure out where this is going. The cat was not potty trained, but she didn't know how to go in the shower. So she would go into the guest bathroom and go potty in the shower. The litter box is sitting right there. She wouldn't go near it. One day I was sitting on the sofa. She sits on the sofa beside me. I'm like, what is that smell? I looked down. She had diarrhea on my sofa. It was a lot. So I decided I can't do that. I choose to taste out the gum and spit it out. That's me. So I decided, but I can't just release the cat to the street. I ain't doing that. So I went to someone who I know loves animals and takes very good care of them. And I asked them, hey, here's a photo. Would you like a new addition to your family? And they said to me, yes. I said, okay. Well, here you go. So, no, I don't have a cat anymore. I'm gonna jump off in a minute. He said, if a guy starts the conversation with, I know men approach you all the time and you have a lot of DMs, is that a red flag? No. It's an acknowledgement that you that bitch. Because if he thinks that he the only one talking to you, then girl, that's not a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing that he thinks that I know men be hitting on you all the time. That's, in a lot of cases, a man's very it's just he don't know how to say, I think you that pressure, I think you amazing, and is how much competition's out there for me. Again, they're competitive. They want to go for a sure shot. They want to go where they can win. So of course he's going to assess his competition. Right? It's not a bad thing. That means you're a bad bitch. So if he says that, here's how you answer it. I'm going to give you some answers to some of the questions that men ask, so they can try to size you up. I know you got a lot of attention. I know your DMs be going crazy. What make you think that? Ask him now. And now it may sound like you baiting for compliments. You not. You getting him to talk. You trying to hear his stream of mind more. What make you say that? Right? He be like, I'm just saying. I don't know. It's just you know. You all right. You know, you this, you that, you da 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 da. Okay. He like, so you ain't gonna answer the question? No, I'm answering the question. So if I'm all those things, yet I've been texting with you for the last 2 weeks, and yet I'm sitting right here with you, and I could do that with anybody else, according to you. What does that say about you? Girl, it don't matter who my DMs. You that pressure too if I'm sitting with you. Right? That's how you handle it. Draw it back to him. They'll be like, I know you got it too. Nah. What makes you think that? Because you this, you that, you the other. Okay. Well, if I'm all those things, then I'm sitting out here with you. And I'm not with none of these people in my DMs. What's that say about you? You like, what you mean? What's that say about you? What does that make you think that I think about you? Girl, yeah. Another thing men try to say, now I don't like this kind of stuff. I feel like this is a bit much, but some men will do this. When was the last time you went on a date? Bitch, do not say yesterday. Please do not say yesterday. Even if it was yesterday, girl, don't say that. Your answer, until you know this man, right, is, I go on dates, but not very often, because I'm just very busy, and to be quite honest, some of the people who ask me out just are not worth my time. But I'm happy that we're out, and I was really looking forward to tonight, so that's what I'm focused on. And hopefully if things go well, we'll be able to go on many more. Did I lie? Did I lie? No. Did I disrespect him? No. I didn't. I just simply answered the question. We're talking about date stuff, right? Another question a man asks, and they low-key intimidated by you. I mean, you this, you that, and the other. You pretty, you blah, 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 blah. How you single? How you single? How you single? Don't jump to answer shit. You don't ever answer shit immediately. Take a breath, bitch. If you ask you a question, stay calm. Think about your answer. It makes you appear more powerful, and it also allows you to center yourself. Uh-huh. How you still single? You take that deep breath. Now you can pull what they do, because this is real good. You can pull what they do, and then you like, what do you mean by that? Oh, what you mean? What you mean? And, you know, they love like, what you mean? What you like? What you mean? You like, I'm just saying, you know, you just that and other. Why you single? Why ain't she with nobody? I'm happy to answer your question, but I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to answer your question. Why you think I'm single? Take a guess. Why you think I'm single? I'm not trying to avoid answering. I promise you I'm not playing games. I promise you I'm not playing games. Right? But I don't know. Maybe you just too picky. Maybe you just too this. Maybe you just that. Let him talk. He gonna reveal his insecurities. He gonna reveal his mindset. Not just insecurities. He gonna reveal his mindset. You want to hear his mindset. And that's not a bad thing. You want to hear his mindset. This isn't a game. You just want to hear his mindset. Or what he's projecting on you. Because sometimes men project things on us. Right? And you can be like, well, for me, I've not always been single. In fact, I've had some really amazing relationships. They've been really amazing. But, you know, as I'm sure with you, sometimes we grow apart. And, yeah, so at this point, I'm just enjoying my life. And, you know, when life leads me to the right man who can treat me amazing, I'm definitely open to my next relationship, which will hopefully be my final one. Excuse me. Don't be talking about, well, you know, just men don't know how to treat you right, and they don't just say that. Girl, don't nobody want to hear your fucking jaded ass perspective. No one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear that. I've had some really amazing relationships. And, you know, they didn't work out for one reason or another. And that's cool. But I'm just really, you know, living my life and staying open-minded and, you know, enjoying experiences like this with very handsome men who, you know, who knows what the future could be with them. Bitch. Mm-hmm. You want to see the back of my hair? This is how it looks. There was one other question I was going to answer before I get off of here. How do you handle? What was it? Oh, if he asks you why you and your ex broke up. Why you and your ex break up? Why you and your ex break up? Right? Here, y'all want to see the back? That's how it looks. I don't know what y'all can see, but that's how it looks. Why you and your ex break up? I would say, first of all, never talk trash about a man. Never talk trash about anybody. But I would say something to the effect of the truth. We had a really great relationship with some really great moments, some really great times together, but you know, sometimes you just grow apart. I think that sometimes two people can be really great people. We're just not two great people for each other. Why y'all grew apart? What went wrong? Well, I would love to talk more about that, but let's make that date 3 conversation. No, it was nothing really that bad. We just grew apart. You know, we wanted different things in life. You know, what color is this? I don't know. It's like you can't see it that good, but it's like my regular hair color. You know how my hair color has like the blondish tips because it was really originally highlights. It's the same thing I just had. It's like one that matches my regular hair color. Mm-hmm. But never talk bad about why you and your ex broke up. And I mean, now once you're dating someone or you have just a closer point of intimacy and you can share that, then share it. But not in the beginning. Because when you tell a man all the bad shit up front about what happened to you, if he's a really manipulative or fucked up man, he's going to think to himself, oh, damn, she went through all that, so damn, I ain't got to really do much. I just got to halfway be decent, and I'm going to be better than her ex. You lowering the bar too low. So, just kind of keep it neutral. Because your ex wasn't all bad or she wouldn't have been with him, right? So keep it neutral. And then down the road, as more vulnerability and intimacy opens up and you know this is someone who you can trust to hold that information, then you share more. I think that's fair, right? That's fair. Anyway, y'all, I got to go. I got a call. I need to call that person.